Hey guys, Husky here. Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great Monday morning. And welcome to the Krokotopia World Review after the post-completion of our walkthrough in it. So, well, today we're going to be talking about the good aspects, some of the aspects that some of the different aspects that could be changed, and, overall what the story was throughout the entirety of Krokotopia. So, starting off, where we left off after the Wizard101 completion, after Wizard101, not Wizard101, after Wizard City, so we're now tasked to finding the Krokonomicon, as that is the book that contains life and death magic that has a possible key to bring Sylvia back, or bring destruction in the hands of Moustair. So we can already see the effects going on as when we get here, a Mander tells us about how the Tuts have awoken and are now ravaging the world of Krokotopia after they were put to sleep by an organization called the Order of the Fang. So we are then tasked by Sergeant Major Talbot at the first part to make our way in here inside the Pyramid of the Sun. And find an explorer and archaeologist here, Professor Winthrop. And it was with his help that we went and found a way that the Tuts were put to sleep by some sort of magic within the Krokonomicon by the Order of the Fang, and we need to figure out how to find them. And with it, we found some rubbings inside of the Royal Hall, and also a keystone to get inside the palace, as the rubbings and other things that we found for Professor Winthrop lead that there is a map room inside the Throne Room of Fire, which the keystone that we built got inside of the palace, which within the palace was the Throne Room. So as we did that, we moved up into the Palace of Fire. And with it, there was the Royal Marbonian forces were now fighting off the Krokotopians inside the Palace of Fire, and with the help of Lieutenant Standish, we give him our spell-slinging skills and wipe out the entire some of the notable Narini family members to unlock a spirit barrier within. We are then able to access the Throne Room of Fire. And it was through the Throne Room of Fire that we were going to be able to go inside and find the location of the Order of the Fang. Of course, we did just that. We found the Order of the Fang was on a different island, and it was located with a place called the Krokosphinx. So after that, we rendezvous with Professor Winthrop, and then we tell him that we need to go and get access via Sergeant Major Talbot. He gives us the okay, and then it is time for us to make our way from this boat to the Krokosphinx, which led us to the Balance School of Balance Magic, which, hence why Arthur Weathersfield in his introductory said that it was from Krokotopia. So we make our way down, and of course now we find the Order of the Fang. But not all of the Order of the Fang, it's just the Balance Professor, Alhazred. And with that, he tells us that he doesn't know about Moustair, but he can see why he's looking for the Krokonomicon. And he indulges us and tells us that we need to be more trusted before he really spills out any more secrets about the Order of the Fang, and instructs us to go and talk with another member of the Order of the Fang, Shalak the Wise, within the Krokosphinx. So with that, we head inside the Krokosphinx, and we talk and make contact with one of the many Order of the Fang members, Shalak the Wise, of the 4 notable ones that we help out throughout the entire saga of the Krokosphinx. Our first one is the Order's General Kaba. So first we are tasked to go inside the Hall of Champions here. To find General Kaba with the help of a Mander named Rami. And here he is. We end up finding him, helping him rebuild his sword that he needs, or his weapon that he uses against the Tuts. We help him do so. After a little bit of questing, we defeat a Sakui family member known as Aji Sakui to get that weapon finally forged up, and now he is ready to join the fight against the Tuts, and also rallying his own forces with it. Next up was Kayamate the Great inside the Hall of Champions, or not the Hall of Champions, the Grand Arena. He is a gladiator. He was performing in the gladiatorial arena for the Tuts' amusement. So with a little bit of help from another Mander friend named Akko down in here, he told us that we needed to become a gladiator ourselves and fight our way up the ranks to get to Kayamate, which we do after defeating the Stray Wild Sunbird, Cragstone Chin, Wart Malbane, and finally an undefeated Croc champion in Tinu Sakui. Then we were finally able to fight Kayamate and get him to see that he is needed within the order once again, and he finally accepts, and he is now back amongst the fold. With that, we have the 4 core members of the Order of the Fang fully found and back within the ranks. And now it is time to take the fight to the Tuts. But first it is time to secure a weapon or a tool of great importance that hopefully cannot be used against the Tuts, as the Tuts are trying to find it first. It's within here, the Vault of Ice, that we find the Golden Fang. A super powerful artifact that the Croconomicon was written based off of. The magic from the Golden Fang is what the Croconomicon was based off of, and having the Golden Fang in our possession means the Tuts cannot use that magic. But with the Croconomicon gone, well, there's only one other person that could have it. A Tut by the name of Krokotopia. Located within the Emperor's Retreat, we fought our way through, and we ended up finding a golden scarab, which is, unfortunately, a symbol of the Order of the Fang. So Krokotopia was an Order of the Fang member. Unfortunately, something must have happened to him that made him have a change of heart, and of course, well, he gave somebody the Croconomicon, as we do not find it within his possessions. We then talk with Shatlick, and then we rendezvous within the Bound School to find everybody of the Order there to congratulate us of our feats, and tell us that the mighty Krokopatra within the Tomb of Storms should have the Croconomicon, as that is what we are looking for. So we report our success down to Sergeant Major Talbot here, and we ask him that we need access to the Tomb of Storms because Krokopatra has the Croconomicon, and we need to go and get it. We then rendezvous over here with Hetchaudim, as he has one of the scarabs that we need, as we have the other 2 in possession, and we go around and activate these 3 obelisks. And with that, we now get access to the Tomb of Storms, and we can then begin our search for the Order of the Fangs book, the Croconomicon. Hopefully with it, we can set things right within the world of the Spiral, if we can get to it in time. Of course, we're also still trying to beat Mousestair to that punch to get the Croconomicon. So we need to hurry. We meet a familiar face within here, the ghost of Krokotopia, as he admits that he was put under spell by Krokotopia, the Krokopatra. My bad, again. That's 2 errors. You can keep track at home. That he was, and then with that enthrallment, he gave her the Croconomicon. So first, we have to go to the 2 rival tombs here on Krokotopia, the Degenerate, and On a Family Tombs to get a 2-part cipher that will then give us access to something within the Karanin Barracks. Sorry about that. Then Krokotop indulges us that within this place here, the Karanin Palace, lies a key, but guarding it is 4 Karanin princes. So of course, we have to take them down. And with that, after taking them down, we get the key that we need to the Temple of Storms, Krokopatra's lair. So, of course, we fight our way through the Temple of Storms. I'm not going to head inside, but we fight through the Temple of Storms. We reach Krokopatra. We defeat Krokopatra, only to have her tell us that she stuck it inside of a sarcophagus that was being shipped to Marleybone. With that being said, Moustair didn't get to it, so we still have time to retrieve it before he gets wind of where it went. So with that, we talk to Krokotop. He tells us to go back outside. We then head back to Professor Winthrop here, and we tell him that we need to go to Marleybone to get to the Sarcophagus of Souls to find the Croconomicon. And then he, of course, gives us a Marleybone Spiral Key, and we are sent on our way. And that's how Krokotopia ends. And to be honest, doing the entire, going through this playthrough with the updated graphics was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So let's start with the positives. Well, I love the nostalgic quest line that has, as they haven't changed this quest line. Hopefully they won't ever change this quest line, but I think some people might not like this quest line for what it is, but it's straightforward and you go through the areas fairly quickly. It's fairly flowing. And it has an ulterior motive of you're searching for the Croconomicon, the entire thing. You find where the Order of the Fang and the Croconomicon, and you start off Krokotopia by learning where they're at, and then you help them out to gain their trust. And then, of course, the climax at the end to finally, where everything seems you're about to finally get, only to have it taken right from under you by... But the storyline was good. The graphics now are just absolutely amazing. I love it a lot. So the graphics, definitely, they did a slam dunk on the Krokotopia graphics here. Absolutely amazing. I love them. Okay, so maybe a couple of negatives. Sometimes the fights do drag out a little bit. But that's what Wizard101, Wizard101 does drag out fights a little bit. That's nothing too major. The other negative I might think is some of the storyline seems a little redundant at times. So maybe changing up some of the storyline parts of it may be a little bit better, depending on what it is. Like a huge major overhaul of the entire questline, no. But maybe some parts need just a little refurbishing and changing. Yeah, definitely. All that being said, I mean, there's really nothing I can say about this world that I would put poorly. Just because of, I've always loved Krokotopia. Even before the pre-update. Even before the graphical update, I've always loved Krokotopia. So, with all that being said, what do I wish to put this as a rating? Well, I gave Wizard City a 7.5, right? For Krokotopia, I'll definitely have to put it up a little bit higher than Wizard City, just due to the fact that the storyline of Wizard City changed so much, and I just don't like it as much as the Krokotopian storyline now. So I'm going to be putting this at a solid 7.8. So, not bad, not good. It's not the worst. Obviously there's going to be other worlds that are going to drop below the Wizard City ranking of 7.5 and the Krokotopia's 7.8. But there's definitely worlds that are going to go above 7.8 and maybe into the 8s, 9s. I don't think there's going to be a world with a perfect 10. I'm not sure. There probably is, but I'm not going to tell you. Wink, wink. But either way, yeah, so, and then I'll quickly sum up Wisteria's, I'll quickly give Wisteria its own little rating here as a side note. It gets a 6.8. It's not good, not bad, but, it's quick, it's fast. You don't really have to spend too much time in the world, so there's that. With all that being said, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Out of the 2 worlds so far, Krokotopia has been the most watched out of all the worlds. So thank you guys so much for enjoying Krokotopia's parts of the playthrough. And this is the wrap-up. This is the send-away that we get. It is a well-deserved send-off for Krokotopia, as we have now completed it. And we can now move on to Marleybone in the next episode. So, with all that being said, hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. I will see you later today, where the Marleybone episode, first Marleybonian episode, will drop. So stay tuned for that, part 16. And with all that being, well, I said that again. Like and subscribe for the algorithm, as it helps Wizard101 content, the Wizard101 content, get out to more of you guys so you can watch more of it. My socials are linked in the description below, as well as the full rest of the playthrough, so you can go back to the episodes that you have not watched before. And with that, I will see you guys in the next episode.